Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back on another video from Annie News, and today we're checking out how strong is Naofumi in Shield Hero, because my god, he is strong. But it'd be really cool to have some sort of explanation on his skills and abilities and stuff, which I think might be going into detail in this, so let's check it out, shall we? I really want more cut content videos as well. I've been really enjoying those so far.
Mystery that Naofumi is kind of OP, but
yeah, man.
what is the abilities that make him that way? The powers and skills inherent to his shield that we rarely, if ever, get any sort of explanation.
Yeah, just has
yes,
it.
we do see the times when he's receiving these upgrades, but the actual specifics of what they do are a lot more interesting when they're not actively hidden from us. They actually help to add depth to Naofumi's character since we start to understand why he decides on certain shields in certain situations. So, just as I like to do with every other isekai protagonist,
hell yeah,
let's take a look at Naofumi
and
really everything that makes
good
him
as
so
well.
powerful. A spoiler-free look into every ability and skill he's gained since the start of the anime.
Cool.
In order to understand how Naofumi's different shields give him power, we first need to understand how the base version works in general.
Okay.
There's a few fundamental aspects regarding the legendary shield itself, which makes explaining it a whole lot easier. The first is the weapon ability that comes from using it, then the next are the equip bonus and equip effects that come from mastering it.
Okay.
So, it's after Naofumi's acquired a brand new shield that it's only a matter of time until he'd unlock that shield's unique skill or passive bonus.
Shield skill,
both of which,
shield.
once unlocked, will remain usable forever regardless of which shield he has equipped.
Oh, bloody hell, he can use anything regardless.
Effect,
Okay, I didn't realise that, that's cool.
Passives and abilities that
as long as it's unlocked, it doesn't matter what shield he has equipped, he can use the technique.
So, what
cool.
you have are permanently unlockable abilities gained after leveling with a certain shield, then
right.
equip bonuses and effects instantly and only available when a specific shield is equipped.
Right.
It's an aspect of the legendary weapons that really influences how Naofumi decides to approach all the fights he gets.
So there are certain things he can
creating
only
this
use.
additional layer of depth since we actually get to see his guildmaster experience in action. Now, if we start from the very beginning, aside from his base shield, which passively gives a minor defense buff of +3, there's a whole selection of other smaller shields he'd earned while leveling in the forest. There's the colored shields he'd gotten from the balloons, the mush shields which were from the Lumash monsters,
mush shield.
then the medicine shield from the absorption of materials he'd made using abilities from the previous
shields. It is cool that you can just absorb stuff and then like...
by using the compounding bonus that came with having the green mush shield equipped, Naofumi was able to combine certain materials together to make new items, resulting in what was essentially an assisted crafting system, limited only by the recipes Naofumi had added to his inventory. So, by using this to create a healing medicine, Naofumi was then able to absorb it and unlock yet another branch of shields, a lot of which originated from the base leaf shield that Naofumi had unlocked first. A quick thing to note about that, though, is that because this shield has an equip bonus that increases the quality of both absorbed and collected materials, you'll often see Naofumi switch to it when cleaning up the aftermath of the monster seasons.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That way he can make the most out of all the resources he's acquired.
Yeah.
If we fast forward to when Naofumi had reached level 8 now, his
arsenal going back when Raptalia was small.
Energy shields. The former had several bonuses more focused
calorie shield, cool.
The latter provided
Sky
improvements
egg.
to certain status abilities like stamina or soul power. Now, if you're not familiar with what soul power is, well, just like how mana is used for the casting of magic, soul power is the type of energy the heroes use to activate their skills.
Okay.
Every weapon skill we see any of the heroes use requires some
sort of soul power. Right, okay. Yeah.
That being the case, I'm sure you could see the fundamental problem in having 3 of the 4 heroes rely solely on skills alone. Thus the reason Naofumi's trying so hard to fix that. In any case, it's after the 2 Usapil shields Naofumi
Usa leather.
that he then
Usa
comes
meat.
the sharpening shield and its unique attribute of the equip effect. Remember, these are the abilities that can only be used when that specific shield is
active, yeah.
So, for this particular case of the sharpening shield, because it was unlocked via the absorption of a whetstone, it makes sense then that its equip effect would be the automatic sharpening of whatever weapon he wants,
right, okay.
providing for this useful piece of utility that made
that's a handy technique, automatic sharpening.
Easy. Now, these past few shields haven't really been anything we'd see Naofumi use in combat, but the next is one we see him use almost all the time. Well, not so much the shield itself, but instead the unlockable skill, Airstrike Shield.
Yeah, it does use that a lot.
This was an ability that would prove itself to be far more versatile than Naofumi could even imagine here. Aside from instantly creating a barrier anywhere within a 5-meter radius,
which is very handy.
This skill could also be implemented as a foothold or a barrier.
Yeah, it was really cool that you can just utilize it in different ways.
Rotate it to any orientation Naofumi desired, making for this skill that was both effective on defense and utility. Now, I know in the anime it also shows him tossing it like it's some sort of projectile weapon, but I don't think that's ever actually happened before. The novel tends to keep it as this stationary object. something that
Yeah,
can
because
improve
even
his
in
position
the
after
fight against the turtle, didn't he
This may
like
be
not
a
actually
for some,
use
but the idea
it
that
to
Naofumi
cut
can
the
use
head
air
off?
strike shields
Like
to
it was
inflict
just
damage
Philo
does
and
go
Raftalia.
against the whole concept of him being unable to
Pretty sure
do
that's what
so.
he went on about in the cut
I mean,
content
the
video.
whole shield hero aspect does revolve around him lacking any offense whatsoever.
Hmm.
So, for the anime to disregard a core theme like that, well, let's just say it feels a bit odd sometimes.
Yeah, like that. There you go.
Getting
Yeah.
back to Naofumi's shields now. It was only a little bit after acquiring the rope shield that his encounter with the dog would unlock the two-headed black dog shield. A new type that comes with an equip effect in the form of a counterattack.
Dog bite.
As I'm sure you know, it's after this specific shield has been hit that the two dog heads come to life and charge the enemy in an offensive flurry for 30 seconds. What you may not know, though, is that this shield also comes with an equip bonus called Alert Shield.
Okay.
A rather useful ability that detects if there's any enemies within 20 meters of him.
That's very handy.
So,
Damn.
if he was ever traversing a dungeon or a cave, this ability would do well to detect any enemies that might be lurking in the dark ahead of him. Now, it was after another week of leveling that Naofumi would gain various shields more focused on utility than another unlocking the commonly used shield prison skill. We're not sure what exactly he absorbed to gain the pipe shield it came from,
Pipe
but
shield.
it's definitely one of his most used skills when in combat, mainly because of its ability to protect himself from oncoming attacks, as well as entrap enemies in a highly durable cage of shields. The only downside to a skill like this is that the cage itself only lasts for 15 seconds.
That is
So,
not very
should
long at all.
Naofumi face any opponent with high levels of sustainable damage, then shield prison wouldn't be useful in trapping them or protecting himself. Now, right before the beginning of the first wave, Naofumi would come across what's called the Animal Needle Shield.
Animal needle.
One of the very few shields that actually goes towards boosting his attack. Yes, it does have a counterattack ability similar to that of the Dog Bite shield, but its equip bonus also boosts his base offense stats as well. Meaning that if he does ever choose to fight with this shield equipped, then it's very possible he could do minimal amounts of attack damage with it. As for the Needle Shield counterattack, this simply shot out several porcupine-like needles whenever the shield was hit by anything. Combine it with
Handy.
the effects
Pretty
of
cool.
the Needle Shield from a little bit later, and those projectiles would start to inflict status effects like paralysis and poison.
Oh, cool.
So,
Add on
with
to
that
it.
being all his shields from prior to the first wave, the next
It always reminds me of the
series
sphere grid
shields
from
that
Final Fantasy
purposely
X
personified
whenever I see
the
stuff like that in
slave
Shield Hero.
an incredibly useful asset that Naofumi's been taking advantage of the entire time. As a set of shields that allow him to directly
Slave
improve
user,
any
slave user
slave's
2, slave user 3.
It's very possible these could be some of his most broken mechanics.
Hmm.
You see, not only does the maturation adjustment increase the rate at which they physically grow, but the status adjustment also gives them a lot more stat gain per level. So, if Raftalia was only getting, say, +2 attack per level, with this new status adjustment bonus, she'd now be getting +4. So
Right, so doubled.
it's an extremely powerful ability that has actually allowed Raftalia and Philo to outscale all the other heroes. While they weren't making use of any sort of growth adjustments, Naofumi was doing everything he could to
He's trying
optimize
so
it,
hard.
resulting in his party being much stronger than probably all the other heroes combined.
Take that.
So, whenever you see a new member join Naofumi's party, you'll often see him offer the option to become his slave because it's basically a fast track to becoming significantly
Yeah,
stronger.
it's like a quicker way of leveling up,
Skipping
yeah.
ahead to after the first wave was finished, and Naofumi would acquire several shields
Whoa.
from the monsters he'd fought. Out of the 11 he'd gained, though, only one stood out as having stats
Chimera
equal to his
Viper.
battle. And that's the Chimera Viper shield we see him using for the greater half of Season 1. As the shield earned from the remains of the first wave's boss monster, it was only natural for this to come with its
Looks so
own
cool.
effect, equip bonus, and unique skill, all of which seemed rather useful in a combat situation. What stuck out to Naofumi the most, though, was the shield's exceptionally high defense rating, along with its unique skill, Chain Shield. This would be the foundation for a lot of the combos we see him use later on in the anime. By using a variant of the skill called Chain Shield Attack, Naofumi could change the type of shields certain skills were made up of and transform them into a version that allowed for a counterattack, something I'll talk more about once we get to the Shield of Rage. As for how the base version worked, well, that just allowed him to change to any shield instantly. Every 30 seconds, Naofumi could instantly switch to any shield he wanted, making for the use of shield-specific skills a lot more manageable.
That's cool, yeah.
Aside from that, though, the Chimera Viper shield did also have a counterattack of its own. Well, two actually. The first was one called Poison Fang, in which, once attacked, the snakes on the front would come to life and poison the person who
Yo.
did. Then the next was known as Hook, and this would have the snakes restrain the target instead of try to bite them. It didn't really
Well,
do
it just
any
holds
damage,
them
but
close.
It was a useful grab that could be used on pretty much anything within 2 meters of him. But yeah, That's everything up to right after the first wave. There's quite a lot of utility, but not so much on the offense yet. Out of all the ones we did see, though, I think the main thing to focus on would be the significant impact of the Slave User's shield. That's by far one of the most powerful shields in his arsenal. Now, I was planning to do all the other shields as well, but I don't think my voice would be able to handle it right now. So, I do apologize for cutting this video short, but I really just want to get my voice back to 100% before anything else happens. Before I go, though, I do need to thank everyone who wrote all those kind comments through YouTube's new Super Thanks feature. It really does mean a lot when I see just how much...
I've got a Super Thanks feature as well, if you want to leave one. Just click that Super Thanks button and yeah. That'd be really appreciated if you did that, guys.
But anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this type of anime content, then you already know what to do. So, until next time.
Ciao. Cool. I like it when we learn more information. It's very, very cool. Very, very handy. And yeah, Naofumi is pretty damn broken. Yeah, Super Thanks is there as well on my videos. If you guys feel generous enough to leave anything, that'd be amazing. If not, it's cool. And yeah, thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video, link is in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month is all I have to help support the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you guys very much for that. And thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. I'll see you guys, all you guys, next time.